Hi, Festive friends. It's Liliana. Welcome to my playlist, Stitch Life Diaries, Entry 20. Today is September 18th, a Thursday morning. We just got back from a mini vacation. My husband and I went to South Lake Tahoe and had a wonderful time out by the lake. My husband and I rode bikes together along the Incline Village Lake Tahoe bike path, which is my absolute favorite trail, with just breathtaking views of the lake, just beautiful. And the weather was at mid 70s with a slight breeze. It was just perfect. Could not have been more perfect. But now we're back home and it's back to our old routines. Today I have pulled out Stack of Quitters stocking. So August 26th of this year was my start date. This will be for my youngest granddaughter when I'm finished with it. So all I've done so far is worked on the bottom portion of the penguin. And my goal will be to finish the penguin. So get the penguin done and the back stitching. And I think that is a pretty good goal. It's attainable, one that I can manage. So I will be back in a flash to show you my progress. So I finished up the penguin, back stitching included. This orange part here belongs to the bird's feet, this bird here. And then this part here is the beginning of the polar bear. I have to mention I'm feeling a little bit anxious because it just looks like I don't have enough room for the whole design. But I promise I did fold it in half, and then I folded in half again and started in the middle with that first stitch. I'm sure it's just an optical illusion, but it still puts me on edge. But even more so, the thought of fully finishing the stocking is daunting, to say the least. I've never done it before, and I don't sew, so I don't have a sewing machine. I wish I knew someone who could sew it for me. My mother was a sewer, and so was my mother-in-law, but sadly they're no longer with us. I have yet to delve into the world of sewing with a machine, but I'm hoping to buy a sewing machine in the near future, and I will probably hit the YouTube tutorials and follow some sewing creators and hope to learn how to sew with a machine. I suppose I could buy a $50 mini portable machine. That way I can just try it out and see if I like using it. And then maybe later on invest on a more expensive one. Well, regardless, I aim to get it done one way or another. This one is called Little Raccoon by Riolas. By the way, it is still Sunday. This is one of my traveling companions. I know I've shared this one on my channel before, but I can't seem to find the before shot of it. If I find it during editing, I'll go ahead and put it up on the screen. I worked on this one on the drive up to Lake Tahoe, and I worked on his tail. I still have more to do, and a little bit on his body. I did not do any back stitching. Since this one's a small project, I don't mind leaving the stitching for the end. Just depends. I may or may not do some back stitching on it at some point before I finish the whole thing, but again, I don't mind leaving it towards the end because this is a small little project, so I don't mind at all. I did have to set it down so I can enjoy the beautiful scenery, which was so nice. The weather was perfect in Lake Tahoe. I just loved the drive there. As we got closer to the lake, I'm not going to work on it tonight because, like I said, it's a traveling piece that I like to work on when I'm away from home. I have a few other kits that I work on, but there's not a whole lot of progress on them, so I'll wait a little longer to get more work on them before I share those again with you guys. I have decided already on my next web that is calling out to me. It's saying, stitch me, stitch me next. So I will. This one is called Joy in the Journey by Janlyn, and it's a beautiful kit. I love this one. It's just gorgeous. I love the way it's coming out. So I will, let's see. I'm going to work on the hive. I was thinking maybe I'd do more of the border. I could do that, but the hive just is more appealing to me. So I'll stitch the hive and the bees and the flowers. So, yeah, I think so. I can't believe that I worked on this just August 2nd, 2025. I swear this year has been going by way too fast. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm thinking I'll work on the hive, bees, and flowers, and I'll be back in a jiffy to show you the progress. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, so autumn started this past Monday. Hope you all had a wonderful day doing something special. Maybe you pulled out or started a new fall project, or maybe you just took a break and went out for a walk in the midst of the beautiful fall trees. I wish I could say I did the latter, but leaves are not fully turned yet, so I have to wait a little bit longer. Before I go any further, you might notice a lot of noise going on. We are getting a new roof on our house, and this is only the second day. So if I see that it's too annoying when I go back and do the editing, then I'll just do a voiceover, and that will take care of that. Okay, so I met my goal and went a little beyond my Joy in the Journey project here. So here's what it looks like now. Since my first start date on this project, which was February 14, 2024, and that's been, what, about a year and a half ago already, I would really, really like to have this finished this year, if possible. We do have a little over 3 months before this year is over, if you can believe that. I know that I cannot believe it. It's just going way too fast. It's gone way too fast. So I started this cross-stitch piece early September of 2024, and it's my second project that I've taken out of this book, Cross-Stitch Christmas book, that I bought off Hirschner's. So I'll flip it over to the photo and show you. This is Silent Night. So it says Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm, all is bright. And I think it's beautiful. It's pretty long. So it's roughly 8 by 16 inches. So this is what it will look like, except that I am, instead of using the red beads, I'm stitching up French knots. But the more I think about it, I now think I'd like to use the beads. So maybe I'll order some online today and add the beads. So everything in red dots are beads. So, and I think it'll look pretty. My goal will be to stitch up this box right here. So, and then do the border here and the border here. I've already done this top part, which I'm going to show you now. There we go. And so, like I said, I'm going to close up this box here and then do the border down to the end of that box, down through here. And yeah, so I'll see you back here in a blink of an eye. Today is Friday, September 26th. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. And I just finished a stitching session of about an hour or so. So counting today and the past 2 days, I've had 3 stitching sessions total. I reached my goal and went a little beyond. So I got the borders in and I closed up the box, and then I felt like continuing to work on it. So I went ahead and I added the Silent Night words, and I'm really glad I did. It's looking really nice and I'm happy with it. Well, I'm not absolutely happy with it because I have decided that I am going to, like I said in the last clip, I'm going to use beads and I'm going to take out these French knots. I'm not going to do it now though. I'm going to wait until the very end when I've got the whole piece stitched up. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to remove the French knots and add the beads like I should have done at the beginning, but I didn't do it at the beginning. I don't actually remember why, but regardless, I'm going to do it this time. And then I'm also going to add cranic, which I had at the beginning decided that I didn't want to use cranic, that I was just going to use the gold DMC thread, which I did for the angels. So I'm going to eventually frog all the gold DMC thread out and redo it with cranic. But again, I'm going to wait till the whole piece is finished. I'm going to leave those spots unstitched until the end. And that is my plan for this one. So I just want to show you the beads that I ordered from Amazon for $4.99. 2,200 beads are in this bag, and they are 2mm size beads. They are of good quality because I checked them out. I took a few out of the bag and they look really nice. So for the quality and for the price, I think I got a good deal. I mean, 2,200 beads, wow. I don't think I'm going to need that many for this project, and I'll have some left over for another time. So, you know, if you guys are interested, I will put the link to the Amazon store in the show notes, so you can find the link there if you guys are interested in looking for beads on Amazon. Yeah, I think it's a good deal, especially if you're a Prime member. You're not even having to pay for shipping. So now for diamond painting. Some of you guys know that I started a new hobby, that I picked up a diamond painting. My first one was a Halloween spooky house that I bought, and I had fun with it, and I decided to get two more. So the second one is this Black Panther. I'll put a photo here on the screen to show you what it looks like from the Amazon store. And I will also add the links in the show notes in case you are interested in either one of these. But I started the Black Panther, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. There is a reason why I cannot take this off right now to show you, because it is unfinished, so I have to be very careful that nothing touches it before it's finished, because I have to finish the whole thing. If anything touches it, it will get stuck to it, and then when you lift off whatever it is that you set on top of it, everything would come off. It would just be ruined. So that's why I've got the plastic there. But I do remove it as I'm working on it, just little by little, like a corner here, and I'm just very, very careful with it. And it's been fun. I like it. So if you've never tried diamond painting, I recommend it. At least buy a little one, you know, a little one on the cheaper side, and try it. Give it a try, and you might end up liking it. So anyway, the Black Panther is beautiful. I really do like him. I like working on him. It's very relaxing to work on. And so I bought one more. This is a fall pumpkin one, and this is what the photo looks like, because otherwise you would not be able to see the hummingbirds. What I can see this one, sort of, and then there's one on this side somewhere, and I think it's right here. Anyway, this just it just keeps me entertained, and it's fun to do at night while I'm winding down for the night. And after I've been working on my cross stitch, I want something that has no counting involved, and yeah, it's pretty easy. I like it. So anyway, this is going to be the end of my video. I don't know what I'm going to work on next. You'll have to watch my next entry when it comes out. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell, because that is what will notify you when I have a new video up. And I will see you next time.